getting money, sports entertainment. I'm your host, Webb. This is my show, Webb Talk, where I got the hot NBA and NFL news for y'all. You understand? So, let's get into topic number 1. The Bears beat the Buccaneers Thursday Night Football 20-19. The story is Tom Brady too old to be playing football anymore? Yes, Tom Brady is old as I don't know what. You might slit his throat and dust might come out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, I know the Bears, they got a good defense. I predicted that the Bears would win that football game. The prediction king, that's right. Tom Brady, I would never disrespect Tom Brady and say, his legacy, all that. He's a 6-time Super Bowl winner. But it's the system. Football is all about teamwork. The system. He was in the system to where they had a great coach. They had a great GM. They surrounded him with great talent. You know what I'm saying? Good, hard-working men. You know what I'm saying? Nick Foles didn't play a great game. You know what I'm saying? But he was great at the end, and that's all that counted. In the beginning of that game, Tom Brady was getting on his offensive line, screaming at them. He holding everybody accountable, right? But when he makes some mistakes, and he don't need much to know that they just lost the game, thinking that it's 3rd down instead of 4th down, y'all go hold Tom Brady accountable. How about that? Y'all go scream in his ear, and y'all go tell him what's on y'all mind. Everybody messes up. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, they do not cheat in Tampa Bay. I'm sorry. Hey man, I predicted 8-8, 9-7. Y'all gotta face Green Bay. Whenever Green Bay comes off that bye, it ain't looking good. Okay, so let's get back up here with the next topic. My next topic would be, after week 4, who are the top 2 Super Bowl contenders? In the NFC, I got Green Bay. Not because they're my favorite team. It's because they have the best player. They have the MVP, Aaron Rodgers. That's why they are the number 1 seed, the number 1 team in the NFC. Because Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. They've been dealing with wide receiver injuries, and they are still winning. This is year 2 with Matt LaFleur, and last year they made it to the NFC championship. Green Bay is the number 1 team. They are going to make the Super Bowl this year. You better believe it. I'm looking at maybe 15-1, 14-2. Aaron Rodgers is playing with a chip on his shoulders. And then in the AFC, we have the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs to make the Super Bowl again. Pat Mahomes is dangerous, man. They might go maybe 14-2, maybe 13-3. Pat Mahomes, man, he's in the conversation with MVP again. Those are my top. I gotta say this about the Chiefs first. They have a middle of the pack defense. Tyrann Mathieu saves that team on their defense a whole lot. That's the only concern really. But the Chiefs can run it up with anybody. They can put up 30, they can put up 40, 50 on a great day, But that's my top Super Bowl contenders, Packers versus the Chiefs. And then the next topic, who is Webb's top 5 teams after week 4? Well, I'll tell you who's my top 5 teams after week 4, quarter of the way. Number 5, I have the Baltimore Ravens at number 5. Why? They are 3-1. They have the last year's MVP, Lamar Jackson. They deserve to be top 5 because they have a great defense along with the MVP. They have a great running back. They only loss came to the Super Bowl champs. That would be the Kansas City Chiefs. At number 4, we have the Bills. I'm picking the Bills at number 4. Why? They are 4-0. Josh Allen is looking like the most improved player of the year. Maybe even in an MVP conversation. He is leading the Bills to a great record. They are going to be a playoff team this year. I was concerned about them coming back, from last year, but they got Stephon Diggs, and he is playing well over there, At number 3, we have the Seahawks. The Seahawks is the third best team. That's right. They are 4-0. They have Russell Wilson, my twin. That boy is balling right now. And then they picked up Jamal Adams on defense. That was a heck of a move. Great job, Seahawks. They are 4-0. They might get the second seed. Most definitely probably top 3, in the NFC. At number 2, my number 2 team is the Chiefs. Let me say this. It is hard when you come back to the next season and you win the Super Bowl the year before, because everybody knows that you are the Super Bowl champs. And every team in the NFL is taking their best shot at you. You know what I'm saying? So when every team's taking their best shot at you and you're still 4-0 after week 4, that's saying something. You know what I'm saying? And that just shows the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. That's why he got that 10-year deal worth $500 million and bought his fiance that big old rock with that $500 million. Go ahead, Pat Mahomes. Congratulations, man. And the number 1 team in the NFL. The number 1 team in the NFL is the Green Bay Packers. Do I have to say more? Do I have to talk about Aaron Rodgers some more? Do I have to talk about Aaron Jones? Do I have to talk about our top receiver being injured and we are still 4-0? Do I? We gave up Jimmy Graham. We should have been gave up Jimmy Graham. You know what I'm saying? We got that young man Robert scoring touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Say no more, man. The Packers are the number 1 team in the NFL. With that being said, let's go to the last topic. We have the Lakers going up against the Miami Heat tonight. The series is 3-2. I am picking the Lakers to close it down, shut down the shot. It is done tonight. The Lakers will win this series 4-2. Now, I said in the beginning that the Lakers would win this series 4-2. I got happy because the Lakers are my favorite team. So I wanted them to be done 4-1. I want them to win 4-1. I got happy like it was done Friday night, but my early prediction was 4-2 before the series even started. So I'm picking the Lakers, man. You have to put some respect on LeBron James' name. Stop playing with LeBron. Stop saying that Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the league. I love Kawhi Leonard. My wife loves Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? But let's take a look back at the legacies of Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Durant. Okay? Really quick. Kawhi Leonard is the 3rd best player in the NBA. Kevin Durant is the 2nd best player in the NBA. LeBron is still the best. LeBron James is still the best player in the NBA. Kawhi Leonard has 2 NBA championships. Why? He was on the San Antonio Spurs, where the system, I talked about the system with Tom Brady. It was the same thing with San Antonio in the NBA. It's not pretty. It's not flashy, but they win. And that's what you want. He was surrounded and he played great defense on LeBron James whenever they did win that one time. And for the record, LeBron did beat Kawhi in the finals also. So they were tied 1-1. 1 year LeBron got him. Next year Kawhi got him. That's how the cookie crumbles. And he was only averaging 19 points whenever he won the finals MVP. 19, 20 points. Okay, that's cool. Then he goes to Toronto, where he should have stayed, in Toronto, you could have been eating free at the restaurants, man. You really gonna go back to LA? They had the right team in Toronto. Okay? Kawhi Leonard goes to the Clippers, where the Clippers the year before lost in the first round. Clippers have a great team. So what does he say? Oh, well, give me Paul George. Don't get me wrong. Some players need that second superstar. That 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", whatever, like Paul George is, help him win a championship. But let me say something about Paul George. He's not clutch. When you take Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, you're going to need a third option. His situation in Toronto was great. Why? Because he didn't have nobody around him that really demanded the ball like Paul George needs the ball in his hand. He had Kyle Lowry, superstar point guard, little pit bull. I'll defer to you and let you be the star. He had Pascal Siakam. Even though Pascal Siakam is the number one option right now for the Toronto Raptors, he had no problem being the number one option when Kawhi was there. It worked. Then you have a bunch of gadget players around them. Marc Gasol, Ibaka, Danny Green. The list goes on and on. A bunch of little gadget players around them. So let's go to the Clippers and the difference between the Raptors and the Clippers. The Clippers had, people who need the balls in their hands. Not Patrick Beverly, but Lou Williams, Paul George. Now you got three guys, needing the ball. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't match. I wish they would have made it to meet LeBron and them, because I didn't want to hear, even Skip Bayless says, oh, the Clippers would have at least beat the Lakers. Well, the Lakers beat the team who beat them. Stop talking all that noise, man. And let's go to Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people are hard on him. And I was one of them people who were hard on him about going to the Warriors. But this is what happened. Because, see, people don't want to hear the truth. But I got the truth for you on Webb Talk, dude. Let's get that money. Get money, don't hate. So, Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors after being down. Well, they were up 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors when he played for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Steph Curry and them came back and won 3 games in a row. He lose. He's a free agent now. I understand you don't want to play with Russell Westbrook no more. I get it. But you don't go to the team who beat you. You come back the next year with somebody else and get some revenge. Now it just looks like you're bandwagoning. You know what I'm saying? It looks like you're bandwagoning. If you can't beat them, join them. That's why people were so mad. As a competitor, people were mad. So it looked at even more bad because LeBron looked at like this unstoppable monster that he is, because now LeBron had a full team with no injuries, and the Warriors knew that they could not mess with LeBron James. They only beat him the year before because Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love was hurt. That's the only reason why they beat him. When it was mano a mano, what happened? LeBron James won. So, what does Draymond Green do? Kevin Durant, we can't handle this monster LeBron. We need you here. We need you right here in Golden State, and we all gonna take him down. Me, you, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. Okay, I'll be there. Next thing you know, he's signing a contract to go to the Warriors, and that's pretty much unstoppable, man. I mean, you have MVPs on that team. You have 2 Finals MVPs. You know, you got even David West was an All-Star in his time. He was coming off the bench. You know, and they won 2 in a row. So why doesn't Kevin Durant get that respect, even though he's a 2-time champ? Because who he won the series with. If he would have won it with a different team, even if he wins it with Brooklyn now, if he wins the championship with Brooklyn Nets now, he would be respected a whole lot more. He knew he would never get that respect if he stayed with the Warriors. That's what Kevin Durant knows. He's not stupid. That's why he left. What do I have to prove? What do Kevin Durant has to prove that he's the best player in the NBA? Get away from all them All-Stars and go get your team and win the thing. Now, LeBron did go to the Miami Heat where he had 2 other All-Stars, you know, and everybody like, oh, it's not fair. Well, this is around the time the NBA was having 3 All-Stars on one team, if y'all forgot. Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett on the Boston Celtics. And LeBron knew he wasn't going to beat them 3 by himself. Why not go team up with somebody else? They won 2 championships. Then LeBron returned home for his 3rd championship with the Cavaliers, his hometown team. And now he's about to get number 4 with the Lakers. He's about to be a perfect 3 for 3. Every team LeBron has played for is about to win the championship. He's LeBron James. But that's my show. I am Webb. Lagging their money. Sports entertainment. Get money. Don't hate. Peace.